Hi Year 12, me again. So this is my second video, which is taking you through the tasks that are helping you prep for your post-18 plans. So my competitive streak kicked in this week. When I can see how well you are still doing using Unifrog, it'd be really great if you could go up through that ranking and end up in one of the top 3 schools across the UK. Well done to all of you who have gone in and been so busy completing these tasks. So let me say, first of all, this is not just for those of you who want to go for university applications. You need to be listening to me now. You need to be looking at the links going into Unifrog if you are thinking about apprenticeships or a gap year and university applications. So let me talk to you about workshops. So you'll see Miss Johnson posted up some instructions to join one of the 8 post-18 workshops. I'll tell you a little bit about that now. So you are going to allocate yourself into a group that you feel suits the career or the course route that you're currently thinking about. Now, it really doesn't matter if you end up changing your mind, but we want to get you into one group so we can start to give you some dedicated support. On June the 30th and July the 1st, we're going to stop the clock on all of your normal work that's being set, and you will be logging in to just that workshop on Teams and be working with the members of staff. So I'm going to tell you more about those particular days as the weeks go on, but we need you allocated into those groups by Wednesday, please. And do email me if you've got any concern as to which group you should go into. So it might be a particular career you're interested in or a university course you might think about applying for. Okay, so that's work. As I said last week, UCAS has gone live for 2021 applications, and we really want all of you to understand how the UCAS process works, even if you're thinking of an apprenticeship or if you're thinking of deferring. I have had so many students in the past who have said, not going to uni, never going to go to university, and then when it gets towards the end or in a year's time, they come back to me and do want to go. So at least if you understand the process, then you're in a position to apply at any time. Okay, so please follow all of this guidance. You'll see that I've attached with this video a PowerPoint, which gives you the UCAS steps that I'm going to talk through in a minute, and also a guidance booklet, which I'm not going to talk through, but if you're really keen to get started, you could start working through that. Okay, so I'm going to go through these PowerPoint bullet points so you understand the important facts. Okay, so the UCAS deadline is October the 15th or January the 15th, and that's for early apps or remaining applicants. But these are just UCAS deadlines. There will be some very strict MV16 deadlines that I'll be telling you about. Okay, so what is the UCAS application? Well, it's basically an electronic form, just like you were filling out a driving licence or doing a passport application, and then there's some empty sections where you paste in your personal statement, we paste in a reference. But what's different to applying for something else is you're not doing it independently, you're actually doing it through MV16. And as soon as you link on to your UCAS, we can see remotely everything you're putting in, because it's really important that we're checking you're doing it accurately. So you link it to the MV16 UCAS account by using a buzzword. And I've put that buzzword onto the PowerPoint slide, and it's very important that you use that and you don't share it with anybody outside of MV, because that means you're an MV student. Okay, so the step-by-step guidance could be used now if you want to get started, but we will be getting everybody to fill out that form and get as much filled in by the time we break up in July. So the Unifrog system. The idea of the UCAS form is that's the process that eventually gets sent off, but all the prep work for it will go on in Unifrog. So we're actually going to, as I've said, stop the clock on those days to really help you get started with personal statements. So when you're in your workshop, those particular members of staff are going to work with Unifrog to help you end up with a draft personal statement. If you go to university, it'll be used for that. If you apply for an apprenticeship or jobs, it can be adapted for that. So everybody's going to work on these personal statements. Then when they eventually get approved in the autumn term, you get the go-ahead from me to put that into your UCAS form. And then you eventually have an appointment with us. We have a very strict system, and your UCAS gets sent off by those deadlines. So it's all very straightforward. We've been doing this for years, and you just have to follow our instructions. References at MV are a very straightforward process. We'll be doing that in autumn term for you. And what basically happens is one teacher becomes your overall referee, and they use content from each of your subject teachers about you to put together again a 47-line document, just like you're doing for your personal statement. So please don't overthink any of this at the moment. But one thing you could actually be getting ready, which would be really good for us, is if you find those GCSE certificates that you collected from your high school, we'd really like you to scan them to us. We've got a dedicated UCAS email address that you'll see, very straightforward, ucas@mv16.org.uk. Drop us an email, call that email your full legal name, and scan in your GCSE certificates for us. That'd be a great job done, because we have to approve those before we can send your UCAS off as well. So now is the time that you could actually start logging onto UCAS if you want to, okay? There is absolutely no pressure to do this week. I'm just giving you this information so you all know. The real task that I've set you on Unifrog this week is to make sure you're using the subject and the careers libraries. And this is so important if you are unsure of what you're going to do when you leave MV. So please log on to Unifrog as well. Okay, I think that's enough for today. You've heard my voice for long enough. Take care, everybody, and follow those tasks. Thank you.